Hello students. The topic today I'm going to cover is importance of microeconomics. The first point under importance of microeconomics is price determination. Microeconomics explain how the prices of different goods and services as well as factors of production are determined. Individual commodity prices are determined by the forces of demand and supply. So to find out the price of an individual commodity, we have to analyze the market forces of demand and supply. For factors of production, we know that there are four factors of production. They are land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. For the land, the reward is rent. For labor, the reward is wages. For the capital, the reward is interest. And for the entrepreneur, the reward is profit. So, the pricing of these factors of production are determined with the help of microeconomics only. Our second point is free market economy. In the features, I have already discussed that microeconomics is based on certain assumptions. One important assumption is there is no government control or control of any other agencies. It means microeconomics adopt laissez-faire policy. Under microeconomics condition, you are free to take any decisions at the individual level. That is, you are free to take decisions regarding production of goods like what to produce, how much to produce, how to produce, when to produce, etc. These all decisions can be taken at an individual level without any intervention by the government or any other agency. Your third point is foreign trade. Now, microeconomics helps in explaining various aspects of foreign trade, like effect of tariff on a particular commodity. Now, tariff means duties imposed by the government. When government imports duties on the products, the prices of that particular product will definitely increase. Now, to analyze or find out the pricing of that particular product after the imposition of tariff duty is done with the help of microeconomics. A second point is determination of currency exchange rates. Now, currency exchange rate means, now first of all, it is very important for us to understand what do you mean by exchange rate. An exchange rate is price of one nation's currency in terms of other nation's currency. For example, आपका $1 का कीमत मान लेते हैं इंडियन रुपीस में 70 है, $1 equals to 70 rupees. तो ये डिटर्मिनेशन कैसे किया जाता है? With the help of microeconomics only, you are able to get the currency exchange rates in the market. And that exchange rates are determined by market forces of demand and supply. Your next is gains from international trade. That means you are doing export and import at an international level, and to find out how much you have earned out of that will be done with the help of microeconomics only. So, microeconomics helps in explaining various aspects of foreign trade like effect of tariff on a particular commodity, determination of exchange rate of any two countries, gains from international trade to a particular country, etc. Fourth is economic model building. Now, you know that our economy is very complex. There are many difficult situations which arise now and then. Now, to solve those situations, we need some models. Microeconomics help you to frame such models. So, it helps to understand various complex economic situations with the help of economic models. Now, how would you prepare the models? These models are prepared with the help of various terms, various concepts, terminologies, tools, which are provided in microeconomics. So various economic models are built using these tools to solve various crucial problems in the economy. Your fifth point is business decision. Now this is very important point. You know that to start any business at an individual level, everybody needs to take a lot of decisions. Now these decisions are risky decisions. So you need to analyze your situation, the need of the hour, to take any decision. So business decisions are mostly crucial. Like it is written over here, it is helpful to businessmen for taking crucial business decisions like determination of cost of production. कि अगर हम कोई भी प्रोडक्ट को प्रोड्यूस करेंगे, एक्चुअल आपने कोई प्रोड्यूस नहीं किया, लेकिन आप अगर प्रोड्यूस करते हैं तो वो कितने में पड़ेगा, तो उसका डिटर्मिनेशन क्या होगा, वो कैसे किया जाएगा डिटर्मिनेशन? दैट विल बी डन by analyzing how much expenses we need to bear to produce a particular product. Similarly, to determine the prices of a product, we need to analyze the market forces of demand and supply. For a businessman, it is very, very important to find out how much she should produce, what would be the optimum level of output, and how much profit he can get out of it. So, businessman need to take crucial decisions, and he can take these decisions only with the help of microeconomics. Our sixth point is useful to the government. Microeconomics is very useful to the government. कैसे? गवर्नमेंट को बहुत सारी इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज फ्रेम करनी पड़ती हैं. सबसे पहले आपको दिया गया है टैक्सेशन पॉलिसी. Now taxation policy means गवर्नमेंट टैक्स लगाती है. गवर्नमेंट के लिए ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रेवेन्यू सोर्स है ताकि गवर्नमेंट के पास पैसा आए और गवर्नमेंट उस पर खर्च कर सके लोगों की भलाई पे. अभी टैक्सेशन पॉलिसी कैसी बनाई जाए? टैक्सेशन पॉलिसी ऐसी बने कि पुअर पीपल के ऊपर उसका बर्डन कम रहे और हाई अर्निंग पीपल के ऊपर उसका बर्डन ज़्यादा हो, ताकि disparity between poor and rich can be reduced. Now these policies are not easy to frame. To frame such policies, government need to study at the root level to find out how much taxation should be imposed on the essentials and how much to be imposed on the luxuries. To find out that, government takes the help of microeconomic policy so that taxation policy at macro level can be framed. Next is given public expenditure policy. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए जानना कि पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर पॉलिसी होती क्या है. गवर्नमेंट ने टैक्स से जितना पैसा इकट्ठा किया तो गवर्नमेंट उसको खर्च भी करती है. दैट मीन्स पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर इज स्पेंडिंग मेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अ कंट्री. अभी ये एक्सपेंडिचर किसके ऊपर करती है? ये एक्सपेंडिचर गवर्नमेंट हमारे सब की कलेक्टिव नीड्स एंड वांट्स के ऊपर करती है. The expenditure is done on collective needs and wants like pension of the people, provision of security, provision of infrastructure for the people. तो ये सारा खर्चा गवर्नमेंट प्लान करती है अंडर पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर पॉलिसी. Similarly, price policy will be determined with the help of market forces of demand and supply. So all of this are studied under microeconomics only to frame the policies at macro level. That means macro level policies cannot be framed without the help of microeconomics. Our last point is basis of welfare economies. Microeconomics explains how best results can be obtained through optimum utilization of resources and its best allocation. Under the scope also you have covered theory of economic welfare. In that it was clearly mentioned that Theory of economic welfare consists of three major points, that was efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption, and overall economic efficiency. And that efficiency definitely can be attained with the help of microeconomics only. So microeconomics helps us to learn how optimum utilization of the resources can be done through best allocation among the people. It also suggests studies how taxes are affecting the social welfare. That means whatever taxes government is collecting, how they are spending on the public welfare, government analyze that and accordingly plan the expenses. So in my today's lecture, I have covered importance of microeconomics. As you can see, importance of microeconomics topic has been covered. There are total of 7 points. First is price determination, in which I have explained how the prices of different goods and services as well as factors of production are determined. Second, free market economy, that is laissez-faire economy. Under microeconomics, it is assumed that it is free from government control, so that an individual is free to take any sort of decision. Third point explains various aspects of foreign trade, like effects of tariff on a particular commodity, determination of exchange rate, and gains from international trade, etc. Under economic model building, I have told you there are very many complex economic situations which comes every now and then, and to solve them different models need to be developed, and these models are developed with the help of microeconomics only. Well, our fifth point was business decisions. Every businessman need to take various crucial decisions regarding determination of cost of production, regarding output decision, profit margins, determination of prices of goods, etc. And this all can be done only at micro level. Then are useful to the government. For the government, microeconomic policy is really useful to find out how to frame the taxation policy, how to frame the public expenditure policy, pricing policy. So government need to study microeconomics to frame the policies at the macro level. And our last point was basis of welfare economy. So microeconomic explains how best results can be obtained through optimum utilization of resources and its best allocation. It also studies how tax affects social welfare. So go through the topic well twice and thrice. Thank you very much.